show you that this is plague's not just not. A plague is just not. Yeah, a plague could be anything. The most I sent to you. I've got the exact word that's supposed to be in there. But I remember now. When you go through the etymology of the word, plague basically means an event on a negative perspective that affects a great multitude of people, right? And if we go to Zechariah the 12th, the 14th and the 12th verse, right, it says, "And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord shall smack all the people that fought against Jerusalem." Here's Jerusalem, right? Right? It's all the brothers that are pushing this truth right here. And when you go back into the history, it's everyone else that was pushing this truth, right? It's Israel, right? All the people that were persecuted by these heathens, right? It says, "Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet." Now, what the hell does that sound like? Right? That sounds like a nuclear missile to me, right? It says, "And their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongues shall consume away in their mouths." Right? That's one of the plagues that's coming. We go back to 2nd Ezra, the 15th and the 5th. It says, "Behold, saith the Lord, I'll bring plagues upon the earth, these sword, famine, death, and destruction." Right? That's what this what niggas gonna look forward to, man. Death and destruction, man. The wickedness that exceedingly polluted the earth, and the hurtful works of the filth. Right? He says, "Therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more." So the Most High he's not holding back no more, man. It says, "As touching their wickedness which they have profanely committed." Right? Now who's more profane than Esau? Right? So who's that talking? Who's that talking about? He's talking about this so-called. He's talking about this so-called wank, right? It says, "Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent. The innocent and righteous blood cried unto me. The souls of the just complain continually." Right? It says, "Therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them." Right? And that goes to show you there is revenge in the scripture. Right? "And receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Behold, my people is led as a flock. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt." Right? And what's the modern day Egypt? Right? You gotta remember, Egypt was known as Mizraim before we was enslaved there. Right? Egypt is just a term synonymous with slavery. That's all it is. Right? And it goes on to say. So like I was saying, sorry, let me break that down for you. So you say, I will not suffer them to dwell in the land of Egypt no more. Right? Let's talk about America, right? Right? Most of us are not going to suffer to keep these people in America because, where's the head tribe of the most size people? It's in America, right? It's the tribe of Judah, right? It says, "But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues." Right? That's plague. And read those plagues be those ICBMs, man. Right? When they try roll up in Iran and all hell breaks loose, right? That's what's going to happen, man. And it says, "As before," and as before, right? It's as before. So this is talking about a future prophecy, man. Saying now, has that happened? An event that's the Most High is going to repeat in Egypt. Now, the Most High people ain't in Egypt anymore, man. Right? They're in America right now. Right? Like it says, the scripture says here, "As before, and I will destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundations of it shall be smitten with plagues." Right? "And the punishment that God shall bring upon it, they that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail." And when you look at right now, right, when you look at certain events that be happening right now, right, there's a plague of the bees, whereby the bee, everyone knows that a bee is fundamental, it's a key insect in transporting pollen, basically, so that different plants grow when the bee transfers the pollen, right? There's a plague of the bees right now, right? As in the bees are not the bee population has gone down, right? And there's certain events where or rather more certain say used to, for lack of a better word, certain catastrophes right now in the so-called land of Egypt, right, which is America right now, where they're having crop failure, right? And it goes on to say, for their seeds shall fell through the blasting and hail, right? And the fearful constellations. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, right? For the sword and destruction groweth nigh, right? Like I was saying before, what kind of, what was a nigga gonna do in that day? What are we gonna do in that day? He says, clearly the scriptures clearly says, for the destruction and draweth nigh, man. And one people shall stand up to fight against another, swords in their hand, right? For they shall be sedition among people. Sedition is civil unrest. What you seeing in the news in Italy right now, man? That's civil unrest, man. Right? It only takes one side. And really, that was in Italy. That was really people basically trying to get rid of their current president. But really, across the world in the Middle East right now, you're seeing civil unrest, sedition among people. Right? What does that mean to say that these scriptures are alive? And that also means to say that with these scriptures being alive, that also means that goes on to say we can derive what's going to happen next, right? What's happening next is that destruction is coming, right? And invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the cause of their actions shall stand in their power, right? And I'm gonna hold it up there, right? Basically simple lessons. You just basically saying, what's a nigga gonna do in that day, man? The destruction is coming, man. You can see it on the news, and you can match the news with the scriptures up, man. It's time to get this truth from it, man. But with that said, say double honors to the elders as always, right? All you brothers out there pushing this truth, stay strong, be fasting and everything, be praying to the Most High, right? We're almost out of here. Shalom.